Very dear friends, okay, I'm making this video because this is a new email that I'm going to send to you. I just want to make sure that you realize from where I'm coming from, okay? It is extremely easy, and the main reason why I'm doing all this kind of videos and emails, it is because for what the military police did to me a while back. You know, I was intimidated, I was harassed by the RCMP at one time at home. I was intimidated, harassed by the military police a while back. I was intimidated, harassed by the Children's Aid Society of Ottawa. I was intimidated, harassed by the Ministry of Justice in Ontario. I was intimidated and harassed by the Premier of the Ontario at that time, who was Mrs. Kathleen Vine. You know, if I'm telling you that, it's because I do, well, not because I remember too well for what they have done to me, but the thing is, I keep reading paper all the time, and this is just coming into my head, so I can't explain you what the hell's going on with me, okay? Mr. Trudeau, okay, you're doing all kind of bad shit, like suing Mr. Andrew Scheer, like for the SNC Lavalin shit, and for to have buy those fucking aircraft in Australia that don't deserve to be here at all, you know. These are all CF-18 in Australia, and they're going to be good for us. Do you really think they're going to be good for us? Fuck, it's going to be scrap, you know. If the Australia decided to get rid of it, it's because they had something new. It is time for us Canadians to have something new as well, you know. We always had shit. Same thing at the submarine that we bought from London, from England. They saw, you know, they tried to bring them here. While they were bringing it here, they just fucking took the water and went down, you know. It was not good. Well, the federal government, you know, it's not a good entity so far, because just take a look at what Mr. Harjit Sajjan did while he was in the military, you know. When he was military, he had long hair underneath of his turban. So do you think he was conformed with our regulation in D&D, like the discipline? Well, I don't think so. Not I don't have a clue, but I don't really think so myself, because when I was a company sergeant major, you know, I was very strict toward the troop, and I was always making sure that people had short hair and like clean dress and everything. But the thing is, I didn't have turban in my company. But if I had turban in my company, you can be sure I would have inspected them, you know, because I know the law, I know the religion of the sick people. Where I go at the gym there, or the place where I used to go, there was a guy wearing a turban, so I made friend with him. So he's one of my good friend, my best friend, you know, because he talks very well. He's honest and he talks very well. He told me that underneath of his turban he had long hair. I said, how come you had long hair? Oh, it's our religion, you know. Our religion made that we had long hair. So I'm just believing that Mr. Sajjan had long hair during all his career, you know, which was not right for the other militaries, because they had short hair. The man I'm talking, they had short hair, but not him, not that idiot, okay? Because of his religion. So he took his religion before the Canadian Armed Forces, which was not right, okay? Because in order to be a good military, you had to wear the uniform right, okay? When I say uniform right, is having the hairdress, okay, you know. Well, you know what I think about that? You know my idea. My idea is very clean so far, because I have checked with many other company sergeant major that I knew in the past, and they told me the same thing as I'm telling you right now, you know. They were on horse, they were just looking at those guys wearing turban, like when they went on the range to throw grenade, you know, they didn't want to wear a helmet because they didn't want to remove their turban, so they throw grenade with their turban on, okay. But it was not fair, because if they could have been blessed, they could have been hurt by doing that, you know. but according to D&D, they were entitled to. So I'm not complaining about that, but it's a shame to me that I was a company sergeant major and I had all those fucking idiot rules to follow, you know, because of if I look at the one wearing if I look at the people wearing turban, you know, it was not right for me to be so rude with other militaries that were not in standard. Okay, myself, I was pretty strict, like I told you, I was pretty strict, and I've always made sure that people were right, because you know, if you go on the street, okay, and you walk and you see military, like he has his jacket open or he doesn't have the beret on or whatsoever, but you're gonna yell at him, okay, because it is normal, because he does not respect the military dress, okay, so it's no good. The other day when I went to the San Bruno promenade there, I saw reservists, men and women, and on the parking lot. They were smoking, dressed or the jacket open. They had no hair, no headdress. They had nothing, you know. So I walked to them and I asked them, "Hey, are you sure you're okay here?" So they told me, "Yeah." Why? Well, you're not dressed properly. You know, I'm a retired man right now, and I can tell you I was a company sergeant major, and I can tell you that you're not dressed properly. You know, so it has become that people were acting the way they wanted, you know, which was not right at all, okay, because since they were reservists, they thought that they had the law with them, you know. They thought that they were entitled to do anything they wanted, you know, but it was not true, because the reservist is about the same than regular, okay. So reservists mean that they're not working all the time like we do in the army, in the regular force. So I'm just thinking of it, and you can be sure that I will always be talking against them, because these are the one right now. Same thing as when a regular go to gas the truck at the gas station there. He comes out without nothing on his head, or, you know, well, to be honest with you, you're supposed to be dressed conformably with the book of D&D right now, or, you know, when you are a company sergeant major, you always have a book with all the dress in it. If you have any question, well, go through the pages and you will find your answer, and that this is for sure. But as far as I'm concerned, I was there to help my guys. You know, if they had any question, they came to me and asked the question, and I was able to answer to them. But not if they go on the street and they do whatever they want. They just come to my office, they knock at the door, and they ask me a question, and you can be sure I will answer to them. I'm not that fucking guy who don't want to know nothing about the military, okay? I was honest to be wearing the military uniform, but the thing is, as I was saying, you know, military like to have their uniform, but if you're wearing hijab or turban, it is not a uniform anymore. It is a costume, okay? But you know, D&D has no uniform anymore, because they're having all kind of fucking man wearing all kind of fucking shit on their head. So, and kirpa, and you know, so it was not a uniform. It was a costume, okay? A costume. Keep that in mind. It was a costume, because in the military, the word uniform does not exist anymore because of those idiots, okay? I'm saying idiot because they are real idiot. How come they're coming from other country and they're applying in our own army? How come they're doing it? Jesus Christ. Don't tell me that they don't have an army in their own country. They have army. Maybe they thought it was too severe for them. They come here, so it was less severe. I'm very sorry about that, but the army is about the same than the one in your country, in your own country, okay? I just want to reiterate the case of Omar Khadr. Omar Khadr got $10.5 million. He was pulled out of Guantanamo by Mr. Justin Trudeau. He got excuses or apologize from us all Canadians, which we did not agree at all, okay? I don't agree at all for Mr. Omar Khadr that he's got $10.5 million from our income tax money. So anyways, I thought talk you a lot about that, and I will come back in my next video soon.